everyone, Flora here. Whoops, I've got my glasses on. These are my blue blockers that I use when I am working on my computer. So it is the end of my workday. It is 3:26 in the afternoon, and I'm choosing to stop working for the day. And one of the questions that I have for you today is, when you are at the end of your workday, how do you feel? Are you drained or are you energized? Do you feel dread, like, oh, I still have all this stuff I have to do? Or do you feel like, hell yeah, that was awesome, and you're excited to go home, you're excited to start it all over again the next day? So I really want you to check in with yourself and really just ask yourself this question: how do I feel? So as an entrepreneur, you should feel energized. You should feel excited. You should feel like, hell yeah, my work day was amazing. It was successful. And I'm really excited for my day tomorrow. Hang on, I'm gonna get a sip of my water. If you don't feel that way, or even if you're not an entrepreneur, if you work for somebody else, sorry, I have a frog in my throat, apparently. Now, if you work for somebody else and at the end of your workday you feel exhausted and drained, or you feel energized and excited, that tells you so much about the experience that you've just had today or that day, however you choose to, do it. So that day, so if you didn't work today, so let's just say that you're thinking about last week. So how did you feel Wednesday? How did you feel Thursday? How did you feel on that day? How do you feel today? So check in, and you can kind of do a little tracking. So for the next week, track how you feel at the end of each day if you're an entrepreneur. Notice and make note of, was this a day that you worked on your business or in your business? And then also, okay, how do I feel now at the end of my day? Do I feel energized? Do I feel frustrated? Do I feel drained? And tracking these things will allow you to see which activities drain your energy as an entrepreneur, and also which activities lift you up and fuel you. So Tuesdays are my days where I meet with my clients. I've literally spent from 8 a.m. today until like 3:15 with my clients. They're absolutely amazing, so high vibe. I love it, I love it, I love it. My clients are freaking rock stars. And so Tuesdays are the days that I work in my business. I'm actually speaking with clients. I'm doing group calls sometimes during my lunch break, depending on which program we've got going on. Mondays, I work on my business. So that's my admin day. That's the day where I reach out to people for projects that I'm working on. Like I did an interview yesterday. I do kind of paperwork stuff. And at the end of those days, I'm also feeling energized. And then like Wednesdays and Thursdays are kind of a mixture where sometimes usually in the morning, I'm doing a little bit of work on my business, and then the rest of the day, I'm usually working in my business. So again, think about and make note of how you feel. So once you figure out how you feel, then you can go to the next step. And the next step is, if I feel energized and uplifted and I'm like, hell yeah, this is awesome, then cool. You don't really have to change anything. But if you're feeling drained or frustrated or annoyed or angry or however it is that you feel at the end of the day, now's your chance to say, okay, why am I feeling this way? If you're an entrepreneur and you just spent the day working on your business, is this really the day to work on your business? Or can you shift it and work on your business some other day and then work in your business? You know what I mean? So again, I've actually got a class called Managing Your Time as an Entrepreneur, where I teach the difference between working on your business and in your business. And if you want a link to that, what I want you to do is click the link below, and I want you to sign up for my free gift. That's on my website. So go to my website, sign up for the free gift. You're going to get login information, go to the Start Here menu, and there is the Managing Your Time as an Entrepreneur class right there. So I want you to watch that, and that tells you the difference. That teaches you how to manage your time as an entrepreneur. But in any case, one of the things, because I used to take clients pretty much like Monday through Friday, and it was just kind of scattered throughout. And I realized that I was frustrated at the end of most days because I would get into a project or something and then I had to stop to take a client call. And I'm like, ugh, now I love my clients, but I wasn't being able to keep that momentum. And then I'm just like, okay, what days do I really just want to do admin stuff and just want to work on my business? And I'm like, Mondays. Monday is the perfect day to do that because it's a transition from the weekend. I can just really have that one day where I just set the rest of the week up for success. And then Tuesday, because everything's in place for Monday, then Tuesday, it's no paperwork whatsoever. It's literally just focusing on and being present with my clients and being like, all right, I'm going to show up 110% for my clients today. And that's it. Wednesdays and Thursdays, I do my group calls for my Mastermind Mafia people and members. I also do my VIP calls for my VIPs, and so, think about, well, and then I also do strategy sessions as well. So, think about like, how are you feeling and what do you want to feel at the end of the day? Most people, I'm sure, would say, I want to feel good. I'm sure most people won't say, oh, I want to feel like shit and I want to feel burnt out at the end of the day. Probably not. So, give yourself permission, if you're an entrepreneur, to tweak what you do, to tweak how you're doing it so that you can end the day feeling successful, feeling energized, feeling grateful, and not feeling frustrated or burnt out or whatever. Another thing for myself is I usually never work past 4 p.m. If I'm working past 4 p.m., I usually end up getting really crabby because at about 3:30 or 4 o'clock, my energy kind of goes if I'm sitting in front of the computer on those heavy content days. And so I know that on those heavy content days, I usually end my day at like 2 just because I only have so much energy and I want to maintain that high level. But when I go and kind of push beyond that, my natural energetic resource, then I just fizzle out. And so I know how to manage my time. I know that I time block. I do like tasks in a specific time frame. I shut all my notifications off so that I don't get all the dings and pings and all that other stuff that pull me away. So again, I know this is something that a lot of people struggle with. And so if you want my help with this, if you really truly are ready to make this your year. I mean, we're right at the end of January. February starts on Friday. If you really want to make this your best year yet, and I know that's so cliche, but cliches are cliche for a reason because they're true. So if you want to make this year your best year yet, and you want my personal help in doing so, I want you to sign up for the Mastermind Mafia. The Mastermind Mafia, and we have many members. We've got Rebecca, we've got Marita, who are part of the Mastermind Mafia. So they can attest to this. The Mastermind Mafia is a group of high vibe women who are ready to get shit done in their life and in their businesses. Now, some people say, well, I don't have a business. Yes, you do. You are either in the business of keeping your job and staying employed with someone else's, in someone else's business, or you have your own business and you run your own business. So in your life, in your business, if you truly are ready to cut the bullshit, to stop doing those things that are wasting your time, that are not productive, that are burning you out, that are causing you to feel overwhelmed, they're causing you to feel frustrated and causing you to feel like, oh my gosh, this is just not cool and I don't like this, and you're ready to finally live intentionally with purpose and get so much more out of life and to feel so much more in everything that you're doing, more happiness, more joy, more meaning, more presence of mind. If you're really ready for that and you're ready to just stop saying at the end of the year, oh, I didn't get my goals done and I don't know what happened. Like this year just like, I don't know. It seemed like it went by so fast and I just didn't get any of my personal or my business goals done. Like, because I've heard that so many times. so many times, like the whole year just kind of just blows over people and they're like, I didn't get anything done. And years go by, and they still don't get those things accomplished that they want to get accomplished. Well, what we do in the Mastermind Mafia, every single month, on the first of the month, we have a planning party. And we kick off every month with this planning party with the intention of getting really clear about where we were last month. So we review our previous month, and then we go into our plan for the next month. So on Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, we meet in our private Facebook group. We're going to review January, and then we're going to plan out our action plan for February. So if you want to be part of that, if you want to be part of the Mastermind Mafia and also be with us on Friday morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for our planning party, which is just one of the 6 live calls that we have inside of the Mastermind Mafia, I want you to click the link below and I want you to join us, because this is something that you can have all the knowledge in your brain and you can have all the ideas and you can have all the to-dos, but until you action what you know, you're not going to see results. You're not. Until you action those things that you know inside, you are not going to see results. Simply because you're not taking action. But when you take action and you say, you know what? My future is important to me. My happiness is important. My presence of mind is important. Like, how many times have you been to dinner with someone and your mind is off with something else? And you're not present, you're not aware, and then you go home and then you're laying in bed and you're like, I didn't even pay attention to what that person was telling me during dinner. Like, really? Or if you sit down with your kids and you're playing with your kids, but you're worried about bills, or you're worried about your boss, or you're worried about this or whatever, and you totally miss that time with them. Like, how do you feel? Usually there's that disconnect, and then you feel frustrated, and then you get pissed off, and then there's like this whole roller coaster of bullshit stuff that we say in our brain, all that dialogue of like, oh my gosh, like, why can't I just get my shit together? Well, most people have that problem simply because most people are running this rat race and just are so busy that they're not being fully present in their life. And so I teach you how to get out of the busy. I teach you to be more mindful and more productive in not only what you're doing in your personal life, but what you're doing in your business. And again, this is, if you work for somebody else, you are in the business of staying employed. And when you have your own business, obviously you're running your business. And so I teach you to be very efficient so that you can have more time freedom in your life. So if that's you, if you're really truly ready to have more time freedom and to have the ability to, at the end of the day, say, fuck yeah, man, I just had the best day ever and I'm so energized and this just is amazing. If that is you, if that is the person that you want to embody, click the link and join us inside the Mastermind Mafia. So link number 1 goes directly to my website. You can click any of the links on there and you can sign up for my free gift. That will give you access to not only that free gift, but will give you the login information into the Flora Sage Institute. Then you can click on the Start Here menu and then you can look at those Start Here free classes for you, which is managing your time as an entrepreneur. And it's also starting your day right and ending your day for success. But if you know that you want to go all in and you're like, hell yeah, let's do this, click link number 2 below and that will bring you to the Mastermind Mafia program page. Click any of the links on that page and a pop-up form will come up. Join us and then you can get in there and then you can be with us on Friday morning at 10 a.m. for our planning party. And you can start being more mindful and have more time freedom. All right? Okay. I love you very much, and I hope you have a super kick-ass rest of your day. I love you. Mwah. Bye-bye.